Good morning, everyone. Yesterday I did a video on how to tell when your gas rings need to be replaced on your AR15 bolt carrier group. A friend of mine saw it and suggested that I go in and do a little bit more in-depth video on it, so that's what I want to do this morning. To tell, first off, how your gas rings or when your gas rings need to be replaced, just pull your bolt all the way out, stand it up, and just let it sit here. And if it falls, then if this just drops down, your piston rings or gas rings are ready to come out. So let's go into detail on what I do when I pull my bolt carrier group out when I'm cleaning. First thing I'm looking for is I'm looking to see how well staked everything is. Have any of my bolts for my gas key shifted? Checking that. Looking for damage and wear up in here. Just look around basically all over the finish, see if there's any damage, cracks, excessive wear, unusual wear. So next, you're going to take your cotter pin, you're out. It's real easy. There's your cotter pin. And when you do this, your excuse me, it's allergy season here in Tennessee. Your firing pin should fall right out. You want to inspect it, looking for cracks, unusual wear, and damage, especially right around the tip. Part that actually hits the primer. Next, you're going to push your gas ring in. You're going to, or your piston in. You're going to spin. And I still cannot remember what that thing's called. And it'll fall out. You'll see it has a hole lined up. So just going to look at it. This lines up so that your it's early morning, forgive me. Firing pin will slide through it. Alright, you're looking for unusual wear. Just wear in general. And finally, you'll pull out your bolt. Okay, you're inspecting your gas rings. These are the gas rings right here. Look in the rear here for any damage, unusual wear. Look inside the hole there for any unusual wear. I look down into here, see if there's any debris or anything that might need to come out. You want to check your extractor. Check your ejector, which is right here. That's your ejector. You actually have pins back here that you'll push out to remove springs that hold this all in. Check your bolt lockup for any unusual wear, cracks, or damage. Now, VSO channel did a really good video the other day on this. Your gas rings do not have to be all lined up. Just, there's no argument. They don't have to be all lined up, so don't worry about it. You pull these off and slide the new ones right back in. Basically, you can use a small screwdriver if you just try and tear them all or take them off, because at that point it doesn't really matter if you damage the old one. Just be careful not to damage this, and chances are fairly good that you won't, because this is a pretty hard surface. So what you're looking for in here is any cracks, rust, or pitting. And a good way to clean this underneath the extractor here is take a empty case and just kind of work it back and forth with a little bit of CLP or solvent. Take your brush and get down in here, and then I like to take a pick with a clean dry pad and clean all that out. And this is a little bit dirty, but at the end of the day, it will work just fine. So that's how I inspect mine whenever I'm taking it apart to clean it. It's been some time since I've been able to shoot this rifle, so it's just kind of been sitting in the safe, not necessarily being neglected, but at the end of the day, when you break your shoulder and you break your arm and you break your leg and you break your hip, you don't get out and do very much while you're trying to heal. So anyhow, I know I keep going back to that. It just, every time I think about it, it's like, I miss shooting as much as I used to do. So anyhow, that's what I got for you this morning. Hope you got something out of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can also email me at xcooperx@protonmail.com. And remember the most important thing. There are a few problems in life that cannot be solved by a battleship broadside. Have a good day, everybody.